Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in the heart of Africa, there lived a well-respected school headmaster named Mwalimu. He was known for his wisdom and fairness, and the villagers held him in high esteem. One day, a young girl named Nia, who was a student at the school, came to Mwalimu with a troubled look on her face. Nia was a bright and curious student, always eager to learn and excel in her studies. However, on this day, she had something else on her mind. "Mwalimu," she began, "I have something to tell you, and I am afraid it is not good news." Mwalimu looked at Nia with a concerned expression and gestured for her to continue. "I am with child," she said, her voice trembling with emotion. "And the father is you, Mwalimu." Mwalimu was shocked and saddened by Nia's revelation. He had always prided himself on being a role model for his students, and he knew that he had failed Nia in the most profound way. "Nia, I am so sorry," he said, his voice heavy with regret. "I never meant for this to happen. I will take full responsibility for my actions and make sure that you and the child are taken care of." Nia nodded, tears streaming down her face. She knew that Mwalimu was a good man and that he would do the right thing. Word of Nia's pregnancy spread quickly throughout the village, and the villagers were shocked and saddened by the news. They had always respected Mwalimu, and they could not believe that he had made such a grave mistake. Mwalimu knew that he had to make things right, and so he called for a meeting with the village elders. He confessed his transgression and begged for their forgiveness. "I have failed as a leader and as a man," he said, his voice filled with remorse. "I take full responsibility for my actions, and I will do everything in my power to make things right." The village elders were stern but fair. They recognized that Mwalimu had made a terrible mistake, but they also knew that he was a good man who had always acted in the best interests of the village. "Mwalimu, we forgive you," they said. "But you must take full responsibility for your actions and make sure that Nia and the child are taken care of." Mwalimu agreed, and he set about making amends. He worked tirelessly to provide for Nia and the child, and he never wavered in his commitment to them. As the years passed, Nia's child grew up to be a bright and curious young person, just like their mother. They excelled in their studies and became a respected member of the community. Mwalimu, for his part, continued to serve as the school headmaster, but he was a changed man. He was more humble and more compassionate, and he never forgot the lesson he had learned from his mistake. The villagers continued to respect Mwalimu, but they also held him accountable for his actions. He was a reminder to them that even the most respected leaders can make mistakes, but that it is how they respond to those mistakes that truly defines them. And so, the village continued to thrive, and Mwalimu continued to serve as its headmaster. He was a wiser and more compassionate man, and he never forgot the lesson he had learned from his mistake.